Hello everyone. I have had my Hobonichi things for a while now. I got them in September 1st in Siboney in Brooklyn, New York. I was there for the launch that day, and I had taken videos with my husband. I was gonna do like a vlog style thing. And then just the way things played out, the videos were a little darker than what I would like for my channel. I ended up just doing like a little highlights thing over in Instagram where I put, the videos over there, or some of the videos over there. And in the end, I never really did the vlog style for YouTube. And I was planning to do like a unboxing or something. I mean, my haul is just like the babyest, darling, tiniest little thing ever. I didn't get much. And then, I haven't even journaled since September 4th, which is when classes started for a lot of kids in the United States. And I haven't journaled since September 4th. It seems like every single day is just filled with so much darkness, and I didn't have it in me to record. I just didn't. I still don't feel like I do. I'm being really honest. I don't feel like I do. But, I do. I also use my YouTube as kind of like an archive. And I do want to have in my channel my little unboxings because that's, I have the one of last year, which was fun. And this year hits different, but I still want to have it up in my channel as well. So I am going to be trying my Hobonichi Weeks, the one that I chose with different covers, just to see if they fit. This year, as many of you know, I went with the Mega Bow and Tie, and this doesn't fit in any of my covers. It doesn't fit in any of my covers. I have sold a lot of my covers. Will I link my Mercari? I don't think I'm gonna link my Mercari down in the description box because I don't have anything for sale right now. There was something that I had listed, but I unlisted it because I don't want to get rid of it. So there's that. So yeah, I think I'm really curious. I did not go with the bow and tie fabrics this year, so I want to see if the other one that I went with fits, because I know that this fabric is much thicker than the one that I chose, or at least I think it is. So whatever, I'm gonna start with the exciting part, and this is like a fake unboxing because obviously I've had this for more than a week. You guys know that I have opened this. Okay, so the weeks that I went with, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so there. This is the weeks that I went with. I went, and originally, like, I was walking around with the Liberty Fabrics one, and I even went online and I had the Liberty Fabrics one and this one. I was gonna do like 2 books, and when I was online, I actually really fell in love with the pink in person. I liked it more than the Liberty Fabrics one, which I wasn't expecting. I very much thought I was gonna just like go in and just be so in love with the Liberty Fabrics one that I would not care for the pink one. And when I walked in, it was the first one that I grabbed, and I held on to it. I was just walking around everywhere with it. And then I went over to the Megas and I saw this one, and thankfully I fell in love with this one that when I was online with the Liberty Fabrics one, I was like, I really don't want to do a 2-book system. You guys that have followed my channel know that I am very much a 1-book kind of girl. And I didn't want, 2 dated notebooks. Right now I have 1 dated notebook, and then everything else that I use is just plain notebooks. I have a Term 1917 notebook. I have another notebook that I use for Bible notes. Like, what I use mostly is just notebooks, and I can pick them up and use them whenever I feel like it, and it doesn't matter. They're just plain notebooks. But the only dated notebook that I have is my Hobonichi Weeks. This is the only dated notebook that I have for 2025. I was very lucky. I did a lot of wasting and spending in 2024, and I bought a bunch of things that I never was going to use. Then I was very lucky that I was able to sell everything. I really sold everything that I wasted money on in 2024, like, because you know we always shop for 2025 and 2024, and everything that I bought in 2024 for 2025 I was able to resell them and get most of my money back. And the only thing that I kept was this notebook for 2025. It's the only thing that I kept. And I kind of wanted to do the same thing for 2026 because this year has gone very well in my notebooks, and that's kind of how I want to keep it. So this is the one that I went with. I love it so much. I was very nervous because you guys know I'm obsessed with the one that I have this year. And I thought it's going to be boring to get like just like a plain colored one. But honestly, I've enjoyed my time so much in this notebook. This is the perfect shade of pink for me. I thought it was going to be either too pale or too pink, and it's the perfect shade of pink. It's beautiful. I love it so much. I know it's going to go really well with all of my covers as well. This little pamphlet, I want to kind of cut it up and do something with this. It is the first year that I like, I'm sorry guys, but the one from last year was ugly. It was horrendous with the little demons and I don't know, like a monster telling a kid a ghost story. It was not my vibe, but hello, little planners, a little teacup, like, oh, is that a little washi tape and hearts and you love you, which is all about self-care. Like, yes, this is my vibe. This is my vibe. And the little robot, honestly, this little robot's so cute too. Yeah, so I actually want to keep this one. And I never keep mines, but this year I want to keep this because I think this is so cute. It's so cute. And I love this. I love this so much, and I want to try it. As you all know, I had a really big problem with my covers this year. Nothing fit, and I want to see if this fits. This is the Liberty Fabrics cover. I bought this secondhand. I don't even know from what year this is. I'm hesitant. Oh, look at now you can see my contacts, lens case and whatnot. But I do want to try to get some things out of the way here so I can see how this fits. I'm not even gonna try with this. When I tried to put this planner in here, it almost broke the zipper, so I'm not gonna try that. Usually what I could always do is, you know what, I'm gonna try to do this off camera because I know my camera's gonna be shaking a lot, so just hold on a moment. Okay, so it's in there. It does not fit nicely. Doesn't fit nicely at all, if I'm being honest. Usually with my standards, I would tuck them in really far in, and they would fit nicely. This does not fit nicely. I think I'm giving up on, and this is like, the Colors fabric is so much thinner than the bow and tie fabrics. I really thought that there was a chance that it would fit, but I'm just gonna try. Let's see this. This feels nice. Let me see, do I have one of my clear covers here? Because if I wouldn't just have it in here like this. I would definitely have a clear cover on it. Like, I'm gonna show you guys what happens. Just this doesn't have a clear cover or anything. I'm just gonna show you how this is right now. See this? It can barely. And this is with no clear cover, and my pen is not in there either. When I had a standard, I could put my pen in here and it would close nicely. It was never a problem, but now it just feels really snug. That was without my pen, and I can't, I see, I'm showing the mess. But yeah, so I still don't think I like the way it fits in here. I don't have it in me to sell this cover. I think the biggest thing that I have with this cover, interestingly enough, the cover of Bujo Planner, it always dents all of my Hobonichi Weeks. The one of last year, the gray one, is also dented. It's not the end of the world. I don't mind the denting of the spine. as long as like the front of my book is good. But I noticed that whenever I have this, which is actually why I stopped using these kind of covers last year, is that whenever I had it like this, the zipper makes dents in the cover, and I much like that would annoy me more, if that makes sense. So I think eventually I'm going to end up selling all my covers. I have sold so many of my Hobonichi Weeks zipper covers because of that, because if I am enjoying the megas now, they just don't fit nicely. I also have this one, which is my favorite one. I even like it better than the Liberty Fabrics one, which is the purple. This is the one that I've used the most. I love this cover. I actually had listed it in my Mercari store, and I ended up unlisting it again because I was regretting it so bad. And I think it looks so pretty together. It really does. I really like it. But again, I just don't think that when I put the clear cover on and add my pen in there, I don't think it's gonna fit nicely. But either way, so this is the weeks that I'm buying, or that I bought already. Where I went, they also gave me these like freebies. I haven't tried them, but I do intend to. Which, yeah, they said, if I heard them correctly, that Hobonichi also does tea, and that's what these were. And I was like, okay, cool, interesting. I didn't know that. I also got these two stickers, if I can find the other one. Oh, yeah, this is the other one. So I do plan on doing a little entry in my current Hobonichi Weeks, and I'll probably use this one, and then I'll probably save this one for inside of this one of this Hobonichi Weeks, because I think it's really cute. And also you get the clear pocket or whatever. I also got it with this. It's somewhere around here. So yeah, that's that. Something else that I got was I got the pencil board. So I do have the pencil board of last year, the Spy Family pencil board, that I will be also using this year because it matches pretty cute with this. But I'm also going to be using this one as well. And I thought it just looked perfect. I thought it looked perfect. I loved the color. I don't know, pencil boards are one of those things where they're not a very useful purchase. Like, you don't need it, but I use the heck out of mine. I really do. Oh, this is the back. I mean, that's cute. That's cute. A little creepy, but cute. Yeah, this is the pencil board I'm going to be using with my Hobonichi Weeks. And then me and my husband walked to Yoseka. And if you saw my last video, you know that I said that if I went with the pink, I was going to focus on making it super cutesy, and that I was going to decorate it in bows and bears and teas. And I just want this to be like a super cutesy notebook that will make me happy whenever I pick it up. And I went to Yoseka and I got these two sticker sheets. So the first one is from this brand. And it's exactly that. It's bears and pink and bows and coffee, and it's just so cute. So I might use this for my setup video, or I might use this, like, hoard it and save it for my birthday month in here. Because honestly, like, if I could decorate my birthday month with this, that would make me happy. It's just so darn cute. And then another thing that I bought when I was in Yoseka was these. These are actually transfer stickers. Again, if you watched my last video, you know I'm trying to stay away from transfer stickers for next year. But I picked these up from that brand. And again, this was in Yoseka that I bought these two. This wasn't from like the Hobonichi launch or anything. And I thought it was really cute. I did not notice at the time because Yoseka was so packed. And I was going through the sticker sheets, but I was also very aware of the fact that I'm like, man, I don't want to be standing here for too long because it's so full. I don't want someone to be like trying to look through the stickers, but I'm in the way. So I kind of just rushed. I wanted this one. This was the one I was really like obsessed with and wanted. So I grabbed this one, and then I saw this one and I was like, this is also really cute, and I grabbed it. I did not notice that it was transfer stickers again, but I'm gonna use them because they are also very, very cute. I think that's all that I bought. This was in the Hobonichi launch in Sibone, and then this was in Yoseka. And this, surprisingly, I got the pen freebie, which I thought was just a Hobonichi exclusive, but they did have it in the pop-up shop, and they also had the little robots. So yeah, the whole thing of like you have to order through Hobonichi to get the little robots and the pens, like the pop-up shops had those things too. I haven't opened this. It reminds me a lot of the one that was in, I think it was the 2024 launch, one of those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the 2024 launch that had some similar colors. I always use these. I still have mine. I didn't consider it a loss. I was just like, whatever, I'm not gonna get the pen this year. But in the end, I actually ended up getting it, which, yeah. So that was just a happy accident that I ended up with the pen, which I really like. Actually, I think the other one was more green. This one's a little bit more blue. But, you know, it's just a ballpoint pen, the Unijetstream. I use mine. So, yeah. And this is it. This is all that I got from the Hobonichi launch, these two things. These were freebies over here. And then this I had purchased from Yoseka. I will say there's definitely a change this year. I don't know if maybe I'm just on the right side of YouTube and my YouTube knows what I like. But I feel like I've seen haul videos this year that are a lot more mindful of waste and overconsumerism, and that people are buying what they know works for them. I think that it is the first year where I only buy what works for me, and I'm not like buying other things, because like I said, even in 2024 when I was purchasing for 2025, I bought a bunch of stuff of different it also just so happens that I just like am obsessed with Archer and Olive and Coco and Lynn, and I tend to just like buy their notebooks even though I never use them. And in 2024 I bought their notebooks and I just resold them, but I still did that purchase. For 2025, this is the only notebook that I have bought. Like I have bought nothing else, and that's because I know that this is what works for me. And that's the same theme that I am seeing across the board. Like people are only buying like a cousin because they know that that's the planner that works for them, or they're buying like 2 weeks because they've realized that that's what works for them. And I don't know, it just feels different in the planner community this year. I think that, I know I'm not, like the tariffs definitely were a reason why I didn't order from Hobonichi. I just didn't want and I also compared my cart to the Hobonichi website and it was ridiculous. I knew it was going to come out cheaper buying it in person than going through Hobonichi, because I wasn't getting a cousin or like multiple planners and different accessories. Like this is what I was going to buy. And I did put this into my Hobonichi cart and it was kind of ridiculous, the price difference when you like factor in shipping and all that stuff. So yeah, like I wasn't going to buy through Hobonichi this year anyway. I mean, if you want to talk numbers, the planners have gotten way more than what they were. My first Hobonichi, I purchased it in 2023 and it cost me a whole whopping $20. And just 3 years later, we're talking about this one cost me $41. So there is definitely a hike in price, but the way I see it is just like, it's cheaper for me if I get a planner that works for me and I stick with it throughout the entire year, than if I'm like, oh no, the price went up, that's too much money, and then I go for a planner and it doesn't work for me and I have to buy another planner and I have to like go in the search of the planner that works for me, I know this notebook works for me. So when I used to buy the Erin Condren Life Planner, I believe that used to be $60. That's what I'm gonna say it was, when you would factor in like an accessory or whatever. It was $60 mostly what I used to pay for that planner. So, and I used to be buying other stuff as well, like the sticker kits and all that stuff. And now I barely buy sticker kits. I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos that what I tend to do is I tend to buy 12 sticker kits for the following year, and then I just use them throughout my planner throughout the year, and I get 12 of them, and I usually buy them the previous year. So like I will buy 12 sticker kits. And then that's what I would use in this planner. And that's kind of how I've done it for the last 2 years, or the last, I think it's 2 years, and it's worked. So I'm probably gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get 12 stickers. Well, honestly, I think I'm gonna save this one for my birthday, a month, but I will get the sticker sheets for the year and use that. And it's just so much more economical to be in one planner that you're happy in, even if the price has gone up a bit. And I think that that's kind of the same energy that I've seen in a lot of videos, is that people, instead of just like going crazy and buying like, oh, I want to buy a week's for work and a week's for health tracking and a week's for hobbies and a week's for my media and journals and a week's for this, and I'm gonna get a cousin for, archiving, and a cousin for memory keeping and journaling. Like, it's been such a mindful year, at least in my feed. That's why, like, I'm saying, I don't know if I'm just in the right side of YouTube or not, because there's way too much content in YouTube for me to just like be watching all of it. But I will say that the ones that I have come across have been very mindful videos where everybody's like doing an audit of what has worked for them, and then buying only the planners that they know have worked. So that's nice to see, because I feel like for a moment there, we really lost ourselves just buying a bunch of crap that we don't need, that we weren't using, that we were trying to resell because we weren't using, or that we would abandon after 2 months. And it's sad for a tree to die for an empty notebook. There, I said it. We should not be buying notebooks to just leave them empty. And that goes more for dated notebooks more than anything, because I have a bunch of notebooks, and like I said, I use them and I abandon them and I use them again, and I don't throw them away empty. They're just lined notebooks that I use for different purposes. But when it comes to dated notebooks, unless you're going to go through the process of redating, most of them have an expiration date. And I will say, I feel like this year the planner community took it down a lot with the overconsumerism that we have seen in past years, and everybody was pretty mindful in their shopping this year. And I know that for some people that might kill the joy of planner season. I think it was getting to me until I kind of like slapped myself around and was like, this works for you. It's worth the price if you're using it for an entire year. Like $40 for 365 days, not a bad deal. But I think it's important to like do that audit of what works, buy what works, and don't fall into the hype of trying all the things, and then at the end of the year you have like 5 different empty dated notebooks, because that's kind of sad. But yeah, that was my little tiny darling haul. Please let me know in the comments which one you went with. I have my favorites. I was really sad that I couldn't get the black ice cream notebook, because like I said, I wasn't gonna purchase through Hobonichi this year. And that notebook was so cute. Like I have yet to see a haul with that notebook in it, but I want to see a video with that notebook in it just to have that experience. Like I want to see someone unboxing it, because it's so pretty and I wanted it so bad. But it was a standard, and not only was it a standard, it was a Hobonichi exclusive. And like the Liberty Fabrics one was also very beautiful. Just let me know in the comments which notebook you went with. I think it's always fun to see how people tend to choose a notebook based on their personality. And that's the fun thing about Hobonichi, is that there is something for every personality. And yeah, that's my little haul, guys. I hope you all are keeping safe, are just surrounded by your family and your loved ones, and that you're appreciating the life that we've been given, and that your notebooks may be well, and that your system may be working, and just peace and love, everyone. Bye.